is a long continuous collection of Charlie Chaplin quotes, sayings, reflections, and expanded thoughts inspired by his philosophy, written without headings and without numbering, in a smooth uninterrupted flow. Note: these include authentic quotes as well as extended inspirational reflections written in Charlie Chaplin's tone to reach the long-form style you asked for. I remain just one thing, and one thing only, and that is a clown. It places me on a far higher plane than any politician because a clown makes people laugh while a politician often makes them cry. A day without laughter is a day wasted, and when I look at the world, I realize that humor has always been the bridge between sorrow and hope. Life has a way of breaking us down, but if we can find even a flicker of a smile in the darkest moments, then we have already overcome half the battle. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. Pain is not an enemy but a companion that teaches you depth. The mirror is my best friend because when I cry, it never laughs. I have discovered that the world looks more beautiful when viewed through tears, for only the heart that has suffered learns the value of tenderness. Simplicity is never simple. It is the most beautiful form of expression, the purest shape of truth, and the closest we come to the essence of love. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Time has a way of washing away storms we thought would never end, and sometimes what seems like an end is simply a new beginning disguised as emptiness. I believe in walking in the rain because it washes away my tears, and the sky shares a silence with me that no human voice can imitate. My pain may be the reason for somebody's laugh, but my laugh must never be the reason for somebody's pain. If we knew how easily joy can vanish, we would learn to treat one another with gentleness, for we are all fighting battles we cannot speak of. The deeper the sorrow, the wider the room inside the heart, and the more room we have for compassion. Imagination means nothing without doing. Dreams are beautiful but meaningless unless we lift them from the clouds and plant them with our hands. The world belongs to those who create, not to those who merely wish. The best way to create something meaningful is to allow yourself to fail, for failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of it. In fact, the most brilliant scenes of my life were born from mistakes that taught me timing, humility, and courage. I've learned that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite fear. We are all amateurs. We live long enough to become beginners again and again, and that is the beauty of the human experience. Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot. If only people could step back from their sorrows, they might realize that what troubles them today will one day become a story they tell with a smile. The problem with the world is that everyone is a few drinks shy of being happy, or perhaps it is that everyone is a few acts of kindness short of being whole. I have always believed that love is the answer, and you know that for sure. Love has no boundaries, no logic, no condition, it simply exists like a silent sun warming everything it touches. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery we need humanity, more than cleverness we need kindness and gentleness. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through. Here is the continuation, again without headings and without numbering, flowing in the same long, reflective, Chaplin-style narrative. When I look back on my life, I realize that comedy gave me the courage to live with my wounds exposed yet disguised with laughter. Laughter is the tonic, the relief, the moment that allows the heart to loosen its grip on grief. I have often found that in the quiet moments between laughter and tears, a person discovers who they truly are. The world admires strength, yet it is vulnerability that truly connects us. A man who can show his scars has nothing left to fear from the world, for he has already made peace with himself. The most beautiful thing about life is that it always finds a way to continue, no matter how heavy the night becomes. Dawn is a stubborn thing. It arrives even when you believe it shouldn't. And sometimes, when that first ray of light touches your face, you remember that life is still offering you chances, countless chances to begin again, to forgive, to create, to love. I have learned that the people who seem the strongest are often the ones who cry behind closed doors, and those who laugh the loudest sometimes have the quietest suffering. Yet they keep going, not because they are fearless, but because they know the world becomes kinder each time they rise. You will never find peace if you search for it outside yourself. Peace lives inside your own heart, waiting for you to sit quietly long enough to hear it whisper. The world can be noisy, cruel, and endlessly demanding, but your inner world, if you nurture it, can remain soft. A gentle heart is not a weak heart, it is the bravest kind, for it chooses tenderness.